general, a balanced yoga practice for young adults should help them discover what they're capable of, physically, energetically, and mentally, and encourage them to build habits of self-care. In this full yoga practice, we facilitate balanced body development by working with all 5 directions of spinal movement. We strengthen and stretch the upper and lower body with particular emphasis on the posterior or back surfaces. We use some elements of Sun Salutation, faster and more flowing movement pace, and longer holds in more challenging poses. We use leg balance poses to promote structural integration and pay special attention to the proper forms of poses. We use abdominal support in each pose and avoid hanging on the joints to promote overall strength and stability. We use a steady breathing pace to regulate the nervous system and work on developing inner awareness by continuously paying attention to the body's feedback throughout the practice. For this yoga practice, you will need a yoga block for Ardha Chandrasana. And as you move through this practice, please pay very close attention to how your body responds to it and adjust as necessary. I'm Olga Cable, yoga teacher and yoga therapist. Let's begin. We will begin this practice in a standing position with your feet about hip distance apart. So stand nice and tall. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Relax your chin down and close your eyes. Stand nice and tall, relax your shoulders. Feel the point of contact between your feet and the ground. And then bring your attention to your breath. Take your time to inhale. Take your time to exhale. Continue to breathe steadily. And then next time when you inhale, inflate your chest first, then expand your belly. And as you exhale, progressively contract your abdomen from the pubic bone toward the navel, and then deflate your chest. Continue to breathe like that. Inhale through the nose if possible, inflating your chest, then expanding your belly. And as you exhale slowly, progressively contract your abdomen from the bottom to the top, and then deflate your chest. Continue to breathe like that, trying to deepen your inhalation and lengthen your exhalation. And pay attention to which part of your body expands when you inhale and which part deflates or softens as you exhale. When you finish with your current cycle, go ahead and open your eyes. Position yourself at the top of your mat with your feet about hip distance apart. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high, stretch. As you exhale, bend forward, softening your knees a bit. And bend all the way down, hands to your ankles, relax your neck. On the inhale, lift about halfway, flattening your back. Keep holding onto your ankles or shins. With the exhalation, bend down, bring your hands to the ground and step or hop your feet back and move into downward facing dog, stretching from your palms into your tailbone. On the inhale, carry your upper body forward, aligning your shoulders over your wrists. As you exhale, slowly lower yourself down toward the ground, bending your elbows. And then on the inhale, lift your chest forward and up, rolling your shoulders back, coming into upward facing dog. With the exhalation, push back into downward facing dog, pressing your hands into the floor and stretching back through your tailbone. With the next inhalation, step or hop your feet forward and lift your chest up a bit, flattening your back. Head is in line with the spine. On the exhale, bend down, chest towards your thighs. On the inhale, generously bend your knees and lift your upper body up into chair pose, arms up by your ears. With the exhalation, bend down, extending your legs best you can, relaxing your neck. Press your feet firmly into the ground, and on the inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. Lead with the chest and go all the way up into standing. Reach up high, stretch. And on the exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest. Take another breath or two here, and we'll continue with the same cycle, and we will try to move with the breath. At the same time, trying to keep the breathing steady and consistent. Make sure that you don't rush through the movement. We want to make sure that we punctuate every position that we arrive at. So with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. As you exhale, bend forward, softening the knees a bit, hands to your ankles. Inhale, flatten your back, lengthen from the tailbone to the top of your head. Exhale, bend down, hands to the floor, step or hop your feet back into downward facing dog. On the inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank with control. On the exhale, begin to lower yourself down, bending your elbows, keeping them snug. And on the inhale, lift up into upward facing dog, lifting your chest away from the navel, lowering your hips. On the exhale, push back into downward facing dog, from your palms into your tailbone, relax your neck. On the inhale, step or hop your feet forward and flatten your back. As you exhale, bend down, pull your chest towards your thighs. With the inhalation, bend your knees, come into the squatting position, lift your upper body up, arms by your ears. With the exhalation, bend down, relax your neck, extend your legs. Press your feet firmly into the ground, lead with the chest, arms out to the sides, coming up into standing, reach up high. And on the exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest. Continue to move through the cycle with your breath. Nice and steady. Keep your breathing full, steady, and consistent. Continue to move through the Sun Salutation, go into the next cycle. Until you finish in the downward facing dog. Stay there for a breath or two. And then whenever you feel ready, raise your right leg up behind you, and on the exhale, step your right foot forward. Or you can transition in any other way that's more appropriate for you. And lift up into the lunge position from here, raising your arms up. Make sure that your hips are facing forward and your back leg is long and active. Back heel is off the ground. Position your upper body slightly in front of your hips. Keep both legs engaged. And make sure that your front thigh, your right thigh, is about parallel to the ground or a bit higher. Stay strong in this position. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms forward and up, stretching through the front of the body. And as you exhale, hug your waist in and pull your elbows down through the sides, shoulders away from the ears. And again, breathe in steadily as you sweep your arms forward and up, stretching through the front of the body. And as you exhale, hug your waist in and pull your elbows down through the sides as if against the resistance. Do this one more time on your own, please. Just moving your arms and keeping the rest of the body steady and strong. And with the next inhalation, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, windmill your hands down to the ground toward your right foot. Step your right foot back, returning into the downward facing dog. On the inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank. On the exhale, lower yourself down a bit. And on the inhale, lift up into upward facing dog, stretching through the front of the body. As you exhale, push yourself into downward facing dog. Stretch from your palms into your tailbone. On the inhale, raise your right leg up behind you. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Lift your upper body up. And with the next exhalation, shift the weight of the body to your front foot. Slowly lift your back leg off the ground as you hinge forward over your right hip and straighten your right leg. Hinge forward only as far as it's appropriate for you. Keep your upper body aligned with your back leg. Keep your arms by your ears. You can interlace the fingers and point your index fingers if you like. Keep your whole body taut like a string, stretching forward through the top of the head and back through your heel or the toes of your back foot. Every time you exhale, hug your waist in. With the next inhalation, bend your front knee and bring your back foot down to the ground again. Raise your upper body up. And then as you exhale, bend forward, bringing your hands to the ground. And step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Stretch from your palms into your tailbone. And on the inhale, raise your left leg up behind you. And with the exhalation, step your left foot forward between your hands, if it works for you. And lift your upper body up into the lunge position. Or you can transition into lunge any way you like. Once in the lunge position, make sure that your hips are facing forward and your back leg is extended. Back heel is off the ground. Position your upper body slightly in front of your hips. Keep your arms by your ears if it's appropriate for your shoulders. Every time you inhale, stretch through the front of the body and lengthen through the back leg. And as you exhale, hug your waist in and pull your elbows down through the sides as if against the resistance. With the inhalation, again, sweep your arms forward and up, lengthening all along your spine and through your back leg. And as you exhale, pull your elbows down through the sides. Continue to move like that with your breath. Keep your front thigh strong. Keep pressing your front foot firmly into the ground. Next time when you raise your arms up, keep them raised. Stay here and exhale, hugging your waist to the center. As you inhale, lengthen all along your spine, through your extended arms and through your back leg. On the exhale, bend forward, place your hands on the floor, step your left foot back and stretch into downward facing dog. On the inhale, carry yourself forward into plank, and on the exhale, lower yourself down to the ground. On the inhale, lift up into upward facing dog, and on the exhale, push yourself back into downward facing dog. On the inhale, raise your left leg up behind you, and then step it forward, coming into the lunge position. On the inhale, lift back up into lunge. And whenever you feel ready, shift the weight of the body to your front foot. Straighten your front leg and raise your right leg up behind you. Keep your arms by your ears, and if you want to, interlace the fingers and point your index fingers forward. Keep your head in line with the spine. Stretch through the entire body, lengthening all along your spine and through both legs, through the extended arms. Try to keep your pelvis leveled so that your right hip doesn't travel up. Every time you inhale, extend actively in every direction away from your belly. And as you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back. And with the next inhalation, bend your front knee, lower your back leg, raise your arms up. And with the exhalation, bend forward, place your hands on the floor, and step your left foot back into downward facing dog. With the inhalation, step or hop your feet forward, lift your upper body up and lengthen your spine. On the exhale, bend down, relax your neck. On the inhale, bend your knees and lift your upper body up into chair pose. With the exhalation, bend down, extend your legs, relax your neck. Press your feet firmly into the ground, bring your arms out to the sides. Lead with the chest and come on up into standing. Reach up high, stretch. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest. Take a breath or two here. Notice how you feel, how your body feels. Notice if you feel maybe a bit more circulation in your body, or any other sensations you might be experiencing. Make sure that your breathing is steady, consistent. With the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bend forward, move all the way down. On the inhale, lift your upper body up a bit, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, bend forward, bring your hands to the ground and step or hop your feet back into downward facing dog. On the inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank. On the exhale, lower yourself down a bit. And on the inhale, lift up into upward facing dog, stretching through the front of the body. As you exhale, push yourself into downward facing dog. Stretch from your palms into your tailbone. On the inhale, raise your right leg up behind you. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. With the next inhalation, lift your upper body up and turn so that your upper body, your chest is facing the wide side of the mat. So we want the right knee to be facing the narrow side of the mat. Keep your knee bent. Plant your back heel, your left heel down into the floor. Turn your back foot slightly in, but try to keep your pelvis facing the wide side of the mat along with your chest. And bring your arms out to the sides, coming into the warrior two position. Try to keep your shoulders aligned over your hips. Don't allow your upper body to displace forward or back or sideways. Look over your right arm. Take a moment to sense this position in space. Make sure that you feel strong and stable over your lower body. With the next inhalation, sweep your right arm up, look at it, and place your left hand on your left leg. With the next exhalation, bring your right elbow to your right thigh, at the same time sweeping your left arm over your head and look up. We'll continue to move like that on the inhale. Lift your upper body up, raise your right arm up as your left hand touches your left leg. Look up. And with the exhalation, bring your right forearm to your right thigh as you sweep your left arm over and look at your left hand. Do this one more time with your breath, moving back and forth. And then next time when you bring your right forearm to your right thigh, stay here. Stretch through the whole left side of the body as you inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your left arm towards your left hip and turn your head to look down at your right foot. And again, on the inhale, sweep your left arm over and stretch from your left foot into the hip, into the shoulder, into the fingertips. And as you exhale, sweep your arm toward your hip and turn your head to look down toward your right foot. Do that one more time. Sweep your left arm up, lengthening through the left side of the body. And as you exhale, sweep your arm towards your hip and fold your arm behind your back. Turn your head to look down at your right foot. Do your best to stack your left shoulder on top of the right one. Keep looking down. On the inhale, pull your chest away from the navel. Avoid rounding your upper body. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. To take it one step further, go ahead and slide your right elbow on the inside of your right knee. And then see if you can thread your right arm underneath your right thigh. And maybe you can even connect your hands behind your right thigh, behind your back. As you inhale, continue to widen your collarbones and lift the chest away from the navel. And as you exhale, hug your waist in and firmly press your feet into the ground. Make sure that you don't sag into your right hip. And then press your feet firmly into the ground. And then stand up, bring your arms down. Turn your feet so that they're parallel to each other and so that you're facing the white side of the mat. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a breath or two here, sensing your body. Notice your sensations. And open your eyes. Turn your left foot out and your right foot slightly in. Move your right foot a little bit further toward the wide side of the mat so your feet are not in one line. With the next inhalation, bring your arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, coming into the warrior two. Stay here. Make sure that your shoulders are aligned over your hips. Chest is wide, arms are long. Make sure that your lower body feels strong. Feet are planted. Keep your front knee bent and on the inhale, sweep your left arm up, look up. And as you exhale, bring your left forearm down to your left thigh as you sweep your right arm over your head and look up. With the next inhalations, again, lift your upper body up, sweep your left arm up and look up. Right hand goes over your right leg. And with the exhalation, again, bring your left forearm to your thigh as you sweep your right arm over your head and look up. Continue to move like that back and forth, keeping your lower body stable and strong. And then next time when you bring your left arm down to your left thigh, keep it there. Sweep your right arm over your head and stretch through the entire right side of the body, including your right leg. And with the exhalation, sweep your right arm toward your hip as you turn your head to look down toward your left foot. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, sweep your right arm over the head, stretch, look up. And as you exhale, sweep your arm toward your hip and turn your head to look down. Do the sweeping action one more time with your breath, keeping your breathing steady and consistent. And next time, fold your right arm behind your back. Turn your head to look down at your left foot. Make sure that your right shoulder is stacked on top of the left one. And as you inhale, lift your chest away from the navel. Continue to breathe steadily. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. Or to take it one step further, go ahead and slide your left elbow down on the inside of your left leg. And then thread your left arm underneath your left thigh. And see if you can connect your hands behind your back, behind your left hip. Make sure that this doesn't cause your upper body to round. Pull your chest away from the navel and then turn your body so that your right shoulder is aligned over the left one. And turn your head to look down towards your left foot. Stay here wherever you are and breathe steadily. Keep your whole body engaged and working as one unit. And with the next inhalation, unwind. Come out of the pose, straighten your left leg, turn your left foot in, bring your arms down, and then turn your right foot out. And as you exhale, windmill your hands down to the ground. Toward your right foot. Step your right foot back, returning into the downward facing dog. Stretch. On the inhale, step or hop your feet forward, flatten your back, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bend down, chest towards your thighs, relax your neck. On the inhale, bend your knees, lift your upper body up into chair pose, arms by your ears. On the exhale, bend down. Relax your neck, press your feet firmly into the ground. On the inhale, lead with the chest. Bring your arms out to the sides and come all the way up into standing. Reach up high, stretch. And on the exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest. Take a breath or two here. Notice how you feel. And then open your eyes. For the next movement, we will need a sturdy block. So go ahead and grab your block and place it next to the yoga mat. Make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. And with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And as you exhale, bend forward. Continue to move through the Sun Salutation until you finish in the downward facing dog. Move with your breath. And with the next inhalation, raise your right leg up behind you. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Press your foot firmly into the ground. And on the inhale, stand up with your right foot forward. Or you can transition into this position, whichever way you like. So stand here with both legs straight, right foot turned out. Turn your left foot slightly in. Bring your arms out to the sides. With the next exhalation, bend sideways and bring your right hand down to your right leg as you extend your left arm up toward the ceiling and look up. On the inhale, stand back up and sweep your right arm up. Stretch up, look at the fingertips of your right hand. And as you exhale, bend sideways. Bring your right hand to your right leg and look at your left hand. Reach up toward the ceiling with your left hand. Do this movement a couple more times on your own, windmilling your arms back and forth, keeping your lower body stable. And then next time when you move into the triangle pose, stay here. Keep your right hand somewhere on your right leg. Widen your chest and extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. Look up. Every time you inhale, expand from your belly outwards, stretching through your legs, into your chest, and out into your arms. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in, creating stability and support. Take 2 more breaths like that, expanding your body from the center outwards in every direction every time you inhale, and creating stability with abdominal support every time you exhale. With the next inhalation, come on up, bringing your upper body up. And then from here, go ahead and grab your block and return to the same starting position. Keep your right foot turned out and hold on to the block with your right hand. We'll hold on to the narrow end of the block. And then whenever you feel ready, with the next exhalation, shift the weight of the body to your right leg, raising your left leg up behind you and placing the block on the floor on its highest setting. Try to align the block directly underneath your shoulder and then extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. Find your balance here. Look down. Every time you inhale, try to expand from your belly outwards in every direction, through your pelvis, both legs, all along your spine, through both arms and your neck. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in toward the center, creating stability, and engage your right leg that's supporting your body weight. Continue to breathe like that. Every time you inhale, spread your body out from the center outwards like a starfish. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back. Continue to breathe steadily like that. Find your balance. Try to create maximum spaciousness and length through your entire body. Keep your body strong, long, and integrated, so that all the body parts work as a unit. And with the next exhalation, bend your right knee and come out of the pose, bringing your left foot down and raising your upper body up. Shift the weight to both legs, keep them wide apart and parallel to each other, arms by your sides. Close your eyes for a moment. Take your time to sense how your body is doing right now. Observe the aftermath of this pose. And then whenever you feel ready, open your eyes. Go ahead and grab the block and put it on the other side of the mat, close to your left foot so that we have it handy. Turn your left foot out and your right foot slightly in. Make sure that your feet are not in one line, but your right foot is a little closer toward the wide side of the mat. On the inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, bend sideways and bring your left hand down to your left leg. As you sweep your right arm up and look up. With the next inhalation, raise your upper body up, sweeping your left arm up and looking at it. And as you exhale, bend sideways, placing your left hand on your leg and sweeping your right arm up and looking at it. Continue to move like that, windmilling your arms back and forth while keeping your lower body stable. Continue to move with your breath. And then next time when you place your left hand on your left leg, stay here. Again, align your right shoulder over your left one. Lift your chest away from the navel. Try to keep your whole body in one plane. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling and look up if your neck allows. Every time you inhale, expand from your belly outwards. Every time you exhale, hug your waist in from the front, sides, and back, creating stability. Take a couple more breaths like that, widening, extending your body in every direction. But make sure that you stay stable and keep hugging your waist in with every exhalation. Next time when you inhale, lift your upper body up. Keep your feet in the same position and grab your block with your left hand. Whenever you feel ready, shift the weight of the body to your left foot, lifting your right leg up behind you, and place the narrow end of the block on the floor under your shoulder. Try to align your shoulders on top of each other. Align your right hip on top of the left one. Actively lift your leg, your right leg, up toward the ceiling so that you could feel your outer hip engaging. And spread out through your arms. Reach up toward the ceiling with the fingertips of your right hands. Look down. Every time you inhale, expand from your belly outwards through your pelvis, your legs, all along your spine, into your shoulders and your arms, into the top of your head. Every time you exhale, hug your waist in and actively engage your left leg. Here too, make sure that you're not sagging into the hip, that you're not hyperextending your left knee. Every time you inhale, expand outwards in every direction away from the center. And every time you exhale, come back to the center, hug your waist in, keeping your hip and your left leg strong. Try not to put too much weight on your left shoulder and your left hand. Just use it to stabilize yourself here. And with the next exhalation, bend your front knee. Bring your right foot down to the ground. You can put the block away. Stand up with your feet wide apart. Turn them so that they're parallel to each other. Sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. And with the exhalation, bend forward and then down, placing your hands on your ankles or shins. With the inhalation, bend your knees and pull them apart as you lift your chest forward and up away from the navel. And as you exhale, bend down, extend your legs and relax your neck. Do this movement a couple more times with your breath. Bending your knees apart and lengthening your spine. And extending the legs and bending forward. Keep breathing steadily. And then next time when you bend down, stay down there, press your feet firmly into the ground, bring your arms out to the sides, lead with the chest and come on up into standing. Reach up high, stretch, and bring your arms down. Move your feet a little bit closer together, but still keep them wider than hip distance apart. Bring your arms out to the sides. With the next exhalation, shift the weight of the body to your right leg. Bend both knees and place your left thigh over your right one, at the same time bending your elbows and placing your palms and elbows together. On the inhalation, return to the starting position, stepping your feet out wide, arms out to the sides. And on the exhale, shift the weight of the body to your left foot this time, bending both knees, placing your right thigh over your left one, palms and elbows together. Continue to move like that. So on the inhale, step your right foot out wide, arms out to the sides. And on the exhale, place your left thigh over your right one as you bend both knees, palms and elbows together. Continue to step like that back and forth from side to side with your breath. Wide on the inhale and thigh over thigh as you exhale. Breathe steadily. And then next time, when you shift the weight to your right foot and place your left thigh over your left thigh with both knees bent, stay here. Bend your right elbow in front of you and then wrap your left arm underneath and around as much as it's comfortable. Stay in the position here, hips are facing forwards. You can touch the toes of your left foot to the ground, or you can wrap your left foot behind your right ankle if it works for you. Just make sure that this doesn't cause your pelvis to turn. Keep your knees and your pelvis facing forward. Stay here, keep your spine long. Focus your eyes on something steady in front of you. Every time you inhale, lift your elbows up a little. And with the exhalation, lower your elbows down a bit, just a tad. Keep your spine long and continue to breathe like that. Squeeze your thighs together and your arms together. Breathe steadily. Keep your hips facing forwards. And with the next inhalation, step your left foot out to the sides and bring your arms out wide, spread out like a star. And with the exhalation, shift the weight of the body to your left foot, bending both knees, placing your left thigh over your right one. Bend your left elbow in front of you and then thread your right arm underneath and around best you can. Once again, you can touch the toes of your right foot to the ground. Or you can try wrapping your right ankle behind your left one. Make sure that your hips are facing forwards. The back of the neck is long. Every time you inhale, lift your elbows up a bit, keeping your upper back wide. And every time you exhale, lower your elbows down slightly. Continue to breathe steadily like that. Keep squeezing your thighs together and your arms together as well. Stay steady. And then next time when you inhale, stand up, step your right foot out again. Bring your arms out to the sides, spread out. Take a breath or two here, stretch out from the center like a starfish. Comfortable, steady breathing. And then turn your right foot out. Windmill your hands down to the ground, placing them on both sides of your right foot, bending your right knee. And then step your right foot back into downward facing dog. With the next inhalation, carry your upper body forward, coming into the plank or the push-up position. You can stay here, aligning your shoulders over your wrists, or you can come down onto your forearms, whichever position feels more appropriate for you. And then whenever you feel ready, shift the weight of the body to your right hand and turn sideways, stacking your left shoulder on top of your right one and extending your left arm up toward the ceiling. Try to stack your left foot on top of your right one as well, so your whole body is in one plane. Stay in this position. If you keep your forearm down on the ground instead of your wrist, you can turn your forearm so that the fingertips of your right hand are pointing forward in the same direction as your chest. You can stay in this position, or if you want to take it one step further, go ahead and lift your top leg up a bit. Continue to breathe here in the pose. And with the next exhalation, turn forward, placing your hand on the ground. Come on down onto your hands and knees. And then move down into the child's pose. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Take a breath or two here. Notice how your body feels. And then come on up onto your hands and knees. Curl the toes under, and then lift your knees off the ground and move into downward facing dog. On the inhale, carry your upper body forward into plank. Same idea, whenever you feel ready, shift the weight of the body to your left hand and turn sideways, stacking your right shoulder on top of your left one. Stack your right foot on top of the left one as well. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling, look forward. If you choose to stay on the forearm instead of your wrist, go ahead and bring your forearm down. And if you want to take it one step further, lift your right leg up and keep it here. Do your best to keep your breathing steady and consistent. And then next time when you exhale, bring your foot down, lower your hand, turn forward, and come on down onto your hands and knees. Lift your chest forward and up. And as you exhale, move down into the child's pose. Take a breath or two here. Notice how your body feels. And then coming up onto your hands and knees and transition down onto your stomach. Place your feet together and extend your arms along the body. Place your forehead on the ground. Next time when you inhale, lift your upper body and both legs, bringing your legs apart and moving your arms out into the Y shape. And with the exhalation, bring everything down, returning into the starting position, forehead to the ground, feet together. Again, on the inhale, lift up, bringing your legs apart, arms into Y shape, lifting your chest and your chin. And with the exhalation, return back to the starting position. Continue to move like that with the breath. And as you continue to move like that, next time, see if you can sweep your arms a bit closer towards your ears as you bring your legs apart. And on the exhale, return to the starting position. Continue to move with your breath like that. Nice and steady. After you finish with your current cycle, stay down there on your stomach, bend your knees, roll your shoulders back, and see if you can reach toward your ankles with your hands. Whether or not you can do that, it doesn't matter. Just do your best to reach in that direction with your hands and try to pull your feet toward your hands. If you can hold on to your ankles, go ahead and do that. And with the next inhalation, roll your shoulders back and lift your upper body up, pushing your feet away from your waist while holding on to your ankles. And stay in that position. Make sure that your knees don't splay out. Keep them hip distance apart. Continue to breathe here. Continue to lift your chest and widen your collarbones with every inhalation. And continue to anchor down through your pelvis every time you exhale. If you can't reach towards your ankles, just keep your knees bent and try to reach back through the fingertips every time you inhale. Breathe steadily. Continue to widen your collarbones and continue to lift your chest away from the navel. And with the next exhalation, slowly move down. Roll onto your back. Hug your knees to the chest. Circle your knees away from each other a few times. And then keep your knees bent and extend your arms along the body. Next time when you inhale, raise your arms forward and up as you stretch up through your heels at the same time. And on the exhale, bend your knees and lower your arms. Continue to move like that. On the inhale, extend your arms over your head and stretch up through your heels. And as you exhale, bend your knees and bring your arms down. Do this a couple more times on your own. Deep, steady breathing. And then when you finish with your current repetition, keep your knees bent and raised. Bring your arms out to the sides. Keep your knees together and the feet together as well. Take a deep breath here, and with the exhalation, slowly lower your knees down to your right, kind of aiming in the direction of your shoulder while turning your head in the opposite direction. And on the inhale, return your knees to the center and your head to the center as well. On the exhale, move your knees to the other side, to your left, while turning your head to your right. And on the inhale, return everything back to the center. Continue to move like that, making sure that you move with control, very steadily, back and forth. And then next time when you bring your knees down to your right, stay here. You have a couple of options here. You can either keep your knees stacked on top of each other as they are, or you can slide your left knee up a little bit higher and then try to place your left knee over your right one. And then put your right hand on top of your left knee. So position your knees whichever way is more appropriate to you. And with the next exhalation, use your abdomen to turn your upper body a bit more to your left. Look to your left. On the inhale, slide your left arm up towards your ear along the ground and look at it. And with the exhalation, slowly slide your arm down along the floor and turn your head away from it. Do this movement 2 more times on your own. Nice big sweep with your arm as you turn your head toward your hand. And as you exhale, slide the arm down as you turn your head away. Nice steady breathing. Only do this if it doesn't bother your shoulder. And after you finish with your current cycle, bring your arms out to the sides and then lift your knees up to the middle. Unwind your knees, keep your knees together, take a deep breath, and with the next exhalation, slowly lower your knees down to your left. Here again, you can either keep your knees stacked on top of each other, or you can slide your right knee up a bit higher and try to thread your right leg above and underneath your left leg. and then place your left hand on top of your right knee. Once you get your lower body situated, with the next exhalation, use your abdomen to turn your upper body further to your right. Look to your right. On the inhale, slide your right arm up along the ground. Only if your shoulder allows, look up. And as you exhale, slide your arm out and down as you turn your head away from the moving arm. Continue to move like that, up and down with your arm. And after you finish with your current repetition, bring your arms out to the sides. You can unwind your knees and then lift them up, and then roll onto your side and transition into the seated position. Sit with your legs wide apart and knees slightly or generously bent, whatever works best for you. Bring your arms out to the sides, and with the next exhalation, turn toward your right leg and bend forward toward it, trying to reach toward your right ankle. On the inhale, sit back up, arms out to the sides. Keep your arms extended out, and on the exhale, bend forward between your legs, as far down as you can go without rounding your upper back. On the inhale, sit back up. And as you exhale, turn toward your left leg, bend toward it and try to reach for your left ankle. Relax your neck. And on the inhale, sit back up, arms out to the sides. On the exhale, bend forward to the middle without rounding your back, only as far as you can go here. And on the inhale, sit back up. And as you exhale, turn toward your right leg, try to reach toward your right ankle. Drape your body over your right thigh. And on the inhale, come back up. Continue to move like that, moving to the center, then left, then center, then right, with your breath. And here, exercise control as well, so that you're not collapsing into the position, but slowly move into it. Stay in charge of every step of the movement. And finish this by moving to the center, bending forward as far as it's comfortable. And then sit back up. Once you sit back up, place your hands under your knees and bend them generously. Place your feet on the ground. And from here, we're going to turn the left leg sideways and place it down on the floor with your left knee pointing forward and your left foot placed sideways by your right hip. Make sure that you got yourself situated. And then go ahead and place your right knee on top of the left knee and try to pull your right foot as close to the left hip as you can. So stack the knees on top of each other like that. And then place your right hand behind your back and see if you can reach toward the left shoulder blade with the fingertips of your right hand. Whenever you feel ready, on the inhale, sweep your left arm up toward the ceiling. Keep it there, and on the exhale, bend the elbow and try to place your left hand on your upper back so that your left elbow points up and your right elbow points down. You can stay here in this position, or you can try to connect your hands behind your upper back. Just make sure that your top elbow doesn't push your head forward. Make sure that the neck stays nice and long. Stay in this position. With the inhalation, lift your chest away from the navel and stretch up through your left elbow. As you exhale, hug your waist in. Continue to breathe steadily here. Try to relax your lower body and focus on creating length and lift through the upper body. And then go ahead and free up your hands. Place your fingertips on the floor. Take a deep breath. And with the next exhalation, slowly begin to bend forward, placing your belly over your thighs. And little by little, releasing the weight of the upper body over your legs. As much as your body will allow it. You can support yourself a bit with your hands, with your arms, as you slowly move yourself closer and closer toward your thighs. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Continue to breathe steadily. With every exhalation, try to release a little bit more of your upper body weight down, draping it over your legs. And next time when you inhale, little by little, begin to bring your upper body up. Unwind your legs. Keep your knees bent, but place your feet on the floor, pretty wide apart. Put your hands on the floor behind your back, supporting yourself. So lean back a little bit, and then move your knees from right to left, back and forth a few times to loosen up your hips. And then we'll take it to the other side. So whenever you feel ready, go ahead and place your right leg sideways on the floor with your right knee pointing forward and your left foot pretty close to your left hip. And then try to stack your left leg on top of it, aligning your knees on top of each other and pulling your left foot as close to the right hip as it's comfortable. So stack your legs on top of each other like that. And then whenever you feel ready, bend your left elbow behind your back and try to reach for the right shoulder blade with your left hand. And then whenever you feel ready, on the inhale, raise your right arm up and reach up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, bend your right elbow and place your right hand on your upper back. You can either stay here or you can try to connect your hands behind your upper back, whatever works best for you. Make sure that your chest doesn't droop. Lift your chest away from the navel. Make sure that you don't push your head forward. Keep your neck long. Every time you inhale, lift your chest away from the navel. Lengthen upwards into your right elbow. And every time you exhale, hug your waist in and settle down through the lower body. Try to relax your hips as much as possible. Continue to breathe like that. Nice, steady breathing. Stay aware of the sensations in your body, whatever they are. And then next time when you inhale, free up your arms, bring them out to the sides. And as you exhale, place your hands down on the floor and begin to slowly bend forwards. Keep your spine long and little by little, continue to lean your upper body. Support yourself as much as you need to with your hands. Continue to breathe steadily. Relax your neck and shoulders. Try to lengthen your exhalation and use your exhalation to relax a bit more into the pose, best you can. And with the next inhalation, lead with the chest. Go ahead and sit back up. Place your hands on the floor behind you. Unwind your legs. Place your feet on the ground with knees generously bent. And then lean your knees from side to side. Right, left, right, left. And then whenever you feel ready, keep your knees bent and then place the soles of your feet together and then open your knees out to the sides. Put your hands on your knees, take a deep breath, and with the exhalation, slowly bend forward, sliding your hands from your knees along your shins in the direction of your ankles. Relax your neck. Keep your hands on your shins or ankles, and with the next inhalation, lift your upper body up a bit, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, drape back down, relaxing your upper body down. Take a couple more breaths like that. With every exhalation, settling yourself a little bit deeper into the pose. Here too, we want to avoid the rounding of your upper back. Try to keep your spine as long as you can, even if it means that you don't go very deep into the pose. And then little by little, lift your upper body up. Lift your knees up, bend them a little bit more. Place your feet on the ground. Make sure that you have room on your mat behind you. Extend your arms forward. And with the next exhalation, slowly roll down, coming down to the ground. Keep your knees bent and place your heels very close to your sit bones, still making sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. Extend your arms along the body. Press your feet firmly into the ground, and with the next inhalation, roll your hips up and raise your right arm forward and up over your head. And as you exhale, slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra, at the same time bringing your right arm forward and down and turning your head to your left, away from the moving arm. On the inhale, roll your hips back up, sweeping your left arm forward and up and moving your head to the center. Stretch up at the top. And as you exhale, slowly roll down, bring your arm down and turn your head to your right, away from the moving arm. Continue to move like that up and down. Try to keep the movement of your spine as fluid as possible, both on the way up and on the way down. Keeping the sweep of the arm nice and easy. And keep the turning of the head very gentle. After you do an even number on both sides, keep your arms down. And with the next inhalation, slowly roll your hips up. And stay up in this pose. Make sure that your knees don't flare out. Keep your knees aligned over your ankles. Stretch through the entire front surface of the body, from your chest into your belly, the tops of your thighs into your knees. Keep the back of the neck long and keep stretching down through your arms as if you were trying to reach for your ankles, but we don't actually need to touch the ankles. Continue to breathe steadily here, keeping your feet firmly planted, keeping the back surface of the body engaged and the front surface of the body long. And with the next exhalation, slowly roll down. Hug your knees to the chest. Circle them away from each other a few times. And then put your feet down. Extend your legs. And make your way into a comfortable resting position of your choice. Take your time to inhale. Take your time to exhale. Breathe steadily and notice how your body feels following this practice. Notice if you feel increased warmth in specific areas. And notice any other sensations and where exactly do you experience them. After engaging your body for the past hour, now it's time to let go. So with every exhalation, practice releasing the effort completely. Every time you exhale is an invitation to release a bit more, to relax a bit more deeply. So continue to breathe like that with every inhalation, creating the sense of space and lightness in the body. And with every exhalation, softening the body, allowing it to settle toward the ground and let go of all effort. Continue to breathe steadily like that. And see if you can release a bit more and a bit more with every exhalation. take a couple more relaxed, comfortable breaths here. Little by little, move your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees one at a time. Roll onto your side and make your way up into the seated position of your choice. Once you get settled, with the next inhalation, sweep your arms out and up, reach up high. As you exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest and rest your thumbs against your chest. Take a couple more comfortable, steady breaths here. See if you can feel the rhythm and the resonance of your heartbeat under your thumbs. Stay aware of the contact, point of contact, and that vibration if you can feel it. And then expand your awareness into the rest of the body. Notice how it feels physically. Energetically. Notice the state of your mind. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.